Brett, can you give us your thoughts on that?
On the, I suppose probably in a snapshot straight after the game was a lot of disappointment. I thought we took the first quarter to try and get the game on our terms, and after that we really evened up a lot of areas in the game where uncontested ball, uncontested marks, we sort of reduced some of their flow and created some of ours, and probably just a few errors, really in the last quarter really cost us goals towards the end of the game. So turnovers, that was one thing. And our point kick-ins in that second quarter, we didn't get the ball out, and that probably gave them, I suppose, a bit of momentum. And what that does do when they lock it in is create a lot of confidence for them and reduces our confidence in the game. So I was really pleased with our effort. We've played 4 games in 18 days with 2 travels in there, so I think it's been a big effort for our boys to keep that energy, and even at the end of the game we're still coming at them, and we didn't get the point. So
You mentioned 4 games in 18 days. Does the club, when it makes a submission about fixtures next year, do you seek to address that?
I don't think any club puts 4 games in 18 days as a submission. So yeah, I think you get the hand you're dealt, and I think sometimes you get some good patches and some tough patches, and we probably just had a tough patch at the moment. I don't think we'll have anything like that in the second half of the year, so we just have to deal with it, and probably where we are with a few blokes with injuries and the way the VFL draw is, it probably just doesn't help you as a footy club.
What did you make of Chris Judd's game? Firstly, and secondly, the free kick and 50-metre penalty at the end of the game.
I thought Scott Selwood beat Chris on the night. He beat him at the ball and away from the ball, so full credit to Scott in his role for the team. Chris has battled through this period too with a fair bit of duress in regards to his own body, and he's done a fabulous job to get up and play today and do what he tried to do for the team, and it wasn't his day today, and he got beaten, and there's not too many games that you say Chris Judd got beaten for 4 quarters, and today was just one of them.
How does he handle eventually coming back here and getting booed throughout the whole game and that sort of thing?
I don't think it phases him. I think if it's not Chris Judd getting booed, it's Bryce Gibbs getting booed, Andrew Crazo getting booed, Matthew Cruiser getting booed. I think all opposition teams get booed here, so he's just one of 22.
You mentioned he's been under a bit of duress with his body. Do you think fans will see a different Chris Judd after the break?
I think he's really looking forward to the break, and he's had to do a fair bit of work to get himself up to play each week, and just the way he is professionally and what he does, he's always pushing himself. So, he'll really thrive from having a few days off.
What part of his body is happening at the moment?
I'll leave that to me and the club, and we'll just keep that in-house.
Nothing serious?
No, he should be right, but he's just got to work through this bit with that injury, and we'll just take the time to heal, which we've got 15 days, so that'll allow him to get a bit of recovery.
Do you have to look to manage his workload not only this season but in future seasons because of the toll it takes on his body?
I think it is with any player that's ageing, sort of getting around that 30 mark. I think just depending on their situation and the way they play the game, and he's such a ball hunter, and teams have really targeted him and gone after him. So I think we have to look after him with pre-seasons and things like that, as we do with Scotland, Simpson, and other players at our footy club.
Brett, did you make any comment on the 50 looking pretty soft?
What do you say? What can you say? You come here knowing that that's the way of the land. Yep, they only cost you goals, those little incidental free kicks.
On a bright note, I suppose, for Art, so he said the other day he didn't expect him to come back. So probably exceeded your expectations.
I think it's a credit to Andy, and that's why as a coach, and that you love picking Andy, because you know what you're going to get, and you know how every contest and what the game means to him, and I think that just shows just the player he is, to come back from 8 weeks off and have 28 possessions and start his game on Hearn at the start of the game, and then end up sort of I suppose reducing Kerr's influence on the game. I thought it was just a brilliant performance, and it's just a credit to him.
Was the late switch purely tactical?
with Hearn and Kerr. We thought Kerr in the first quarter had about 8 or 9 possessions, and we thought he just looked dangerous and was getting going. So we wanted to get Andrew onto him and see if we could reduce that.
The late change to the team with Hampson going out, that's purely tactical?
He was a bit sore, so we sort of had a look at the weather and that, and it was just, just sort of thought, geez, he's a bit of a hamstring he's had and he's carried for a little bit, so we thought the ball's going to be on the ground a bit. It seems silly to play the 3 tools as well, so we took that risk and took him out of the team.
Andrew, when did you think Carlton turned around in that second quarter? It seemed like they were just swarming for a long time, and all of a sudden 10 minutes before half time, something sort of worked for you?
Yeah, they definitely had the momentum in the first quarter, and we're probably lucky we were able to hold them at bay. Like Rat said, there's a bit of a filling out period when you play against good teams, trying to work out what they're trying to do and how you can combat that. So, the second quarter, we were able to turn the tide, and footy's such a momentum game. If you can score when the ball's in your hands and you've got the momentum, it makes such a difference.
How did it go injury-wise? Are you still in pain or anything? I saw you wore some sort of bandage on your back, they were saying on telly.
Yeah, I just had a bit of a guard to protect the scar from the operation, but I was actually pleasantly surprised how I felt. My fitness felt pretty good, so I was personally happy that I was able to get through the game okay.
So what was the exact operation? They had to get your shoulder blade?
I just had a broken bone, so I had to put a bit of a plate in there just to secure the bone back together. But the bone healed within 4 or 5 weeks, so it was just a matter of getting my shoulder strong enough and get my fitness up. So I was happy to be able to do that.
The 15-day break now, and how are the Blues looking forward to the second half of the season?
Yeah, I think we've probably gained a bit of confidence back in ourselves the last couple of weeks. We probably had a disappointing month before that. We probably pulled it back to its a bare form in how we want to play the game and kept it simple. And we've spoken about in the media about playing bold and playing confident footy. So I think in the last 2 weeks we've been able to regain some of that confidence, and the break's probably come at a good time where we can reassess where we're at, reassess our position, and reset some new goals for the second half of the year.
Brett, there's probably going to be a fair bit of talk about what this means for your finals hopes with a couple of really tough games coming up after the bye. What's your message to the fans in terms of finals hopes and hopes for this season?
We haven't lost hope. We've just lost 2 games of football by 12 and 10 points. So, they're arm wrestles against very good teams. So we've got a great challenge against Hawthorn. We still want to, aim as high as we can get. The great thing is we'll get Ladler back, who'll play next week. He was very close this week. We're going to start to get a few players back and start to play footy. So that'll help shape, I suppose, the team. And, we need to do a bit of work in making sure we have the opportunity, but we've just got challenges in front of us like Hawthorn when we get back. So that's there's not too many bigger than that mob with Buddy and those boys that are playing pretty good footy.
That all?
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, Chris.